Good morning and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Academy Healers Training Tele Summit 2020. Hope you're having a fabulous weekend and I'm wondering where has time flown by? We're on the last leg of this amazing Tele Summit already. And taking us through today is our expert teacher trainer, Sushant Shhah. Ladies and gentlemen, I've taken Sushant's name straight off the bat because I was wondering, how do you introduce someone who at such a young age has already spent years learning multiple modalities, 33 plus, if you please, thank you. And I'm naming just Psychic, Hunkara with Salim, Lama Pera, Baka remedies, Akashic records, astrology, EFT, the list goes on and on. He joins us today with something completely unique to him, highest frequency healing. I know, you want to know what is highest frequency healing. Well, so do I. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in with drum rolls, please, the man of the hour, Sushant Shah. Hi, Sushant, welcome in.
Thank you very much, Neelu. Welcome to all. A very happy Sunday morning to all of you, Neelu to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Sushant, third Tele Summit in a row with us here with that Mystic Lotus, and each
Yeah,
time with something new. You came with Hunkara with Ali, and then you had Psyche, and now you've joined us here with something that is unique only to you.
yes,
Please tell us what is highest frequency healing and how did this come about?
yeah. So highest frequency healing is basically the result of all the modalities that I have learned. If I may have to go to count, it would be the least go is beyond 70, 80. I right now teach around 30 or around 30 plus. But if I need to take an essence of each and every modality, how to simplify things, how to manifest the healing in the most simplified manner, as well as a modality which can work in synchronization with any other modality that you have already learned, and it will end up blasting the power of that modality. I will say it as a blast of magical energy. So whether you have learned Reiki, whether you have learned pranic healing, whether you have learned active consciousness, whether you have learned Lama Sera, Hikara Salim, the Yog Maya, Shalvik Tantra Rahasya, any levels of the Reiki or the Para Sanjeevani is there. So you have learned any of these modalities. You have learned Madhulini Trinity healing, wherever any modality where the symbols are used, any modality wherever it works on chakra, it works on your aura, it works on removing pain, it works on clearing space. Any modality that works on remote scanning of either an individual or an object or a space. At all these places, you can multiply your power. You can go beyond many seconds. You can work with a group of anywhere from 50 to 1,000 to 5,000 people at one go within 15 to 20 minutes. That's what highest frequency healing is all about. And to go slightly, Neelu, can I go ahead with how I came to the knowledge of this modality?
Yes, please. I do have a few questions, but please tell us, share with us that
Sure.
first.
We can, okay, sure. So basically, as many of you would know by now, those who are repeating the telesummit time and again, this is my first telesummit with the Mystic Lotus.
Uh,
And
so sorry, Sushant. So sorry, I'm coming in. Would you be able
hmm,
to just check with either earphones or use wired ones? A couple of words are getting a little muffled.
okay,
So like it's like very bass. So if you could just try it.
sure, I'll try with the wired earphones instead of the Bluetooth. Yeah, just give me one second.
Hey, I think so. No, it's different. For a second, I thought it was the same.
Yeah, now it's good.
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please,
Thank you for bringing
please,
it to notice.
thank you. Please go ahead.
So, yes, so by far many of you would have known me. This is my third Tele Summit with the Mystic Lotus team. And as you know, my healing journey started when I was pretty much younger, when I was hardly 8 to 9 years of age. And I started reading books. Reading has been always has been my hobby. And I would have read by far more than 3,500 books. So the journey started when my grandfather expired. When he expired, everybody in my school used to tease me, like, your grandpa died, your grandpa died. And I used to come to home and ask everyone, like, okay, what does it mean by he died? They said, you won't see him again. I said, all right, but what if I want to see him again? They said, no, you can't. And so what is it? They said, it's gone. His soul has gone into another life. It has taken another incarnation. And we all are supposed to die one day. I said, me too. My parents said, yes, you too will die someday. And that day, a small Sushant of 9 years, he had the desire that I will never die. So funnily enough, I started researching on all those things which would ensure that you will live forever. And it started with mantra, tantra, astrology, Ayurveda, yoga, pranayam, any technique, breath control techniques, Wim Hof method, lot of things. I started with different things which make either you physically, mentally, emotionally fit, or spiritually they get you to the ascension. But by the age of 15, 16, I realized that no, it's something I'm getting into the best pursuits, and I want to die. Yes, I want to die one fine day, but I want to die healthy.
Sushant, Sushant, I'm so
Yes.
sorry. Yes, could you get the microphone a little closer to you?
Yes. Now good.
Yes,
Okay.
way more
So
clear and louder. Thank you.
yeah. So that time I realized that okay, now I want to live, but I want to live happily, healthy, and the best I can in my body, mind, and soul. And from there, I started researching on various alternative healing modalities because what I had experienced by then, by reading many books by renowned doctors, therapists, a lot of research papers, is that even the medical science doesn't have a remedy for the core issues that many people face. So in that pursuit, I started with astrology, tantra, mantra, vastu. I learned Reiki at the age of 17. Then it went on to pranic healing, access, lama fera, and the list goes on. So by that time, whatever the books I had read Narsimha Tantra, I had read Lakshmi Tantra, Ganpati Tantra, I had read few ancient texts of Tantra, which I was able to luckily get it. Meanwhile, at the age of 21, I got a spiritual guru who gave me attunement of lot of modalities, lot of mantras, and he taught me a lot of secrets of the healing world. So after reading that, I started applying 1 1 1 1 1 1 thing, and I had seen. So Reiki is something which I have been practicing since the age of 17, and pranic healing I started from age of 19. Yeah. So then I started doing that, and I started including these techniques in my Reiki practices. And what I discovered is that people who had learned Reiki along with me, the results that they were able to get in 20, maybe 1 month, 2 month sessions, I used to get within 3 to 4 sessions. So I started applying these techniques in every modality that I learned. I learned Lama Fera. I use those techniques with Lama Fera. I started to use symbols in that way. I started to put the person as well as myself in a particular shield that I create in the highest frequency healing, which not only protects you, but at the same time, whichever symbol or whichever healing you do, after invoking that, it gives it effects at least 50 to 100 times more. It gives immensely fast effect. So initially, by the age of 26, 27, I was pretty much all well with this modality, and Still, I was experimenting. I did experimentation for around more 4, 5, 6 years. And later on, some 3 years back from today, I was ready with everything. Okay, this is the blueprint. This is how to learn. This is how to attune. This is how to do that. These are the mantras. There were around 27 mantras. Plus, there would have been additional mantra of any person who would come to learn this modality. And there were mantras for space clearing. There were mantras for aura clearing. Lot of things were there. But then what I worked in last 3 years is to remove whatever can be removed. So what I have done in last 3 years by practicing with this modality is I have made it more simplified. I have made it so simple. In fact, I will say I have made it ridiculously simple so that masses can learn it, they can implement it, and they can apply it from the very next day that they learn it. Instead of getting into the practice of 42 days of Siddhikaran. Now the Siddhikaran is for 11 days, but which is fine. You can start doing it from second day, healing on self and others. The 11 days Siddhikaran will just amplify your powers and make your practice strengthen with the modality. So yeah, that's all highest frequency healing is. It's basically essence taken from lot of things.
Fantastic, fantastic. Sushant, may I suggest that you just clip the microphone onto your collar so that you don't have to keep picking it up, and you can just clip it on your collar maybe?
I don't have a clip right now, but anyways, we can go ahead.
Okay.
I'll manage, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for that. This is very fascinating to hear, Sushant. Right at the beginning, I heard, any healing modality that uses symbols, this will enhance it. So are you saying that highest healing frequency A is a symbol? It consists of a symbol or symbols? And
no.
yes.
Yeah. Yes, please. After me.
And therefore, only those healing modalities that use symbols can use this.
No, basically, if you are someone who is practicing Reiki level 1, if you are someone who is practicing pranic healing, now pranic healing, as far as I know, doesn't have symbols. Reiki basic level doesn't have symbols. Symbols start from level 2. So it's not necessary that you should have symbol in your modality. But what I mean is that any modality, whether it is with symbol, it is without symbols, you will see the effect and the results magnified. You will see previously you used to work on same issue for 11 session, 20, 21 session. You could get the result within 2 to 3 sessions.
Right.
So you reduce your time. Apart from that, you reduce the time of the healing session itself. So previously, if you used to spend 30 to 40, 50, 60 minutes on one healing session, that you can complete within 15 to 20 sessions. So,
okay. Sushant, so sorry. Yes,
yeah.
Thank you.
So how about, I would like to ask all the listeners, how about any one of you who would like to see the quick results with any modality that you have been practicing? If you want to see, just type yes, I want to see quick results. Just type it. You're doing that?
Yes.
Thank you.
And the yeses are coming in.
Once I give the group healing, you will see that effect for the next 24 hours. I'll be giving, at the end of the call, I'll be giving a group healing of HFH to all of you. Whatever you are saying right now, you will see those effects amplified in your life for the next 24 hours.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you want it, just type and send it. Yes, I want to see that quick results. Any one of you who want to reduce the time of your healing sessions, say yes, I want to heal quickly.
Yes, I want to heal quickly.
Thank you. Yes, we can take up any questions that people have.
Yes, there are questions coming in. Jyoti has a question. Actually, so do I. I'm going to take Jyoti's question on first. Sure. What is the significance of frequency? Is it referring to a vibration?
Yes, it is referring to the vibration. But at level 1, what we are covering is I'll be attuning it to certain frequency, and I'll be showing you certain techniques by which you will be able to multiply the frequency of your existing modality as well as this modality. You will feel the power. In level 2, we are coming to specific numbers This is the number of frequency. This hertz is the frequency. Yes. So frequency. So word frequency comes from the root frequent. What do we mean by frequent? Frequent means recurring. Yes. So when, for example, if I'm doing a Lama Fera healing of someone, or I'm doing a Hunkara with Halim healing of someone, and I'm drawing a particular symbol on that person's third eye chakra, I'm drawing it one time. With the use of highest frequency healing, I invoke the frequency, the highest frequency healing technique, and then I draw the same symbol on that person's third eye chakra. Within those 10 seconds of me drawing that symbol, that same symbol will give effect of drawing that same symbol at least 100 times. So that's what we mean by the word frequent. It means recurring, it means repeating. So you do it once and it starts giving the ripple effect. It continues to grow, it continues to work.
Fantastic. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sushant, please, if I have not understood this correctly. The symbol attunement that you do with highest frequency healing with HFH, I feel like this is going to become like this super awesome product now. HFH. It sounds also very, there's something that you'd like to have. It does not interfere with any existing symbols or anything symbolic being used. It does not come in the way of that. It does not try to change it. It is completely separate and done prior to beginning that particular practice. Did I understand that correctly?
Yes, correct. Whenever you are drawing a symbol of existing any modality that you would have learned, now highest frequency healing will not interfere with the symbol formation, drawing symbol, on which part of the body you draw symbol. No, nothing is going to change. It is as simple as that. There's a technique, you invoke that technique on yourself and on the other person, and then you start with the healing of your particular modality. If you do not know any other modality, then you just continue with the HFH itself and you can see the results.
Okay, so does this mean, Sushant, that only practicing healers right now can learn this modality? I mean, what about like a complete newcomer who's not learned any modality at all?
Yeah, so in my first batch, I had people, there were newcomers and there were people who have practiced, who are very seasoned healers, who have learned very renowned modalities as well. This works equally for both of them. So
Okay,
if you are the
fantastic.
newcomer who is learning, you will be able to cleanse auras, you'll be able to see auras, you'll be able to sense and even catch on which part of the body or which area the issue is. You'll be able to catch it and you'll be able to remove and heal on the same as well. Plus,
Wow.
whenever you go on to learn, so basically, as a healer, I have realized that as a healer, all of us, we, at least I don't work with one modality only. Even if HFH is something which I have uh, got it, I have compiled it, I have originated it, but still, I won't say that HFH is the only thing I work with. No. I not only work with highest frequency healing, but during my one session of highest frequency healing, if I intuitively feel guided to, I will use Lama Fera, I will use Hunkara with Halim, I may use Merlin Trinity, I may use any other modality that I want to. So I will include all. In the similar way, as a healer, when you learn this, you can practice it simultaneously along with any other modality. You can add this to any existing modality to see much, much, much better results. Plus, if any one of you remember the my Hunkara with Halim call, which was my very first Tele Summit with the Mystic Lotus.
Yes, the money telesummit.
Yeah. So in
Uh-huh.
that, the healing that I had given, I think there were around 1,000+ people on call. I don't know. I don't know about the
Yes.
number, but maybe there were 1,000 or 500+ people. I had used HFH, highest frequency healing, and then I had given Hunkara with Halim healing to all of you. And we all know what was the feedback of the participants.
Yes, I was right there. Plenty of people here were also right there. We do definitely recall So, Sushant, questions are pouring in, and Shilpa's asked, when you say effect of modality multiplies,
Mhm.
do I need to be a healer practitioner taking, and or if I'm a client taking that modality healing, will it help me? Okay, kind of what I just asked, but in a different manner. Do I need to be a practitioner healer, or if I'm a client taking that modality healing, it will help me?
Either way, even if you are taking
Either
the
way,
healing of
right?
the modality, it still helps, obviously. If you learn it, yes, it's going to help. But when you learn it, you will always have a tool with you which you can use anywhere. You can use it in the airplane, you can use it in the trains, you can use it in driving cars, you can use it anytime. And it's so
Right.
simple, so easy to apply that you will feel the result instantly. You can see pains disappearing within seconds or minutes. You can see any kind of mental or emotional breakdown resolving within few minutes. You coming back to your normal self. You're coming back to your balanced self so that you are able to take charge of your life wherever it is.
Right. Jyoti, that's a fantastic question you've asked. Thank you very much. I'm just going to bring it up. Sushant, so if somebody, as I said, has not learned anything and comes and learns HFH first, when they go to learn other modalities, would they be able to use it and therefore, speed up their ability to take on the new modality as a learning process as well?
Yes, sure. Whichever modality you learn, once you combine it with highest frequency healing, you can very quickly and very easily combine it with highest frequency healing. There's a hardly 1 minute and 20 to 30-second process by which you can create a certain shield. And inside that, whenever you do healing of any modality, it will multiply its effect. If you are
Super.
working on a particular chakra, if you are working on any particular body part, then you can combine it HFH with that part or chakra, and you can see results happening instantaneously. Many a times,
And
I have seen just using HFH, you don't even need to use the symbols or anything. You just invoke it, you use it, and it's resolved. So that is for someone who says, okay, I haven't learned anything. Yes, many times this is also the result that you can get the healing without using any other modality. This modality is independent in itself. At the same time, this will fortify the effect of other modalities as well.
right. Superb. Jyoti has a very interesting question, Sushant. She
Mhm.
said, thank you. Hers was the initial query about the frequency. She's thanked you for the answer. What she's written further is, but certain symbols have high energy as it is. If they are given 50 to 100 times in place of one, would there be any side effects?
There could be pleasant side effects. There could be pleasant side effects of release, instant release. So that time you can do grounding. Well, the good part is in highest frequency healing, you don't need to do grounding separately. It is included in the modality itself. So while you are working on it, what will happen is the symbol's power will increase to multifold. It will work on you. But at the same time, in the shield or the technique which you have created inside which we are working, it will balance the power as well. So if the power is more, it will send it out into the universe. So you will get what you need the most in that time.
Wonderful. Jyoti, I hope that answered your question.
And
And
if,
Sanjay, yes,
yes, and
please,
if
please go
any
ahead.
person needs something more in that period of time, they will get it. So as I said, there can be
Right.
pleasant side effect. You may feel extreme release. Some people may feel very emotional at times. Some people may have tears for some time. This all can happen. But anything that would harm you, no. That would be taken care of. That would be released to the universe.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Sanjay is written in, yes, I remember the Homkara with Halim Sessions experience and felt it through and through. Surbi is written
Thank
in
you.
Sushant.
Mhm.
When can we start giving healing to our family members after learning HFH?
You can start from the same evening itself. So on 14th June, I'm having class. Our class ends at around 6:30 to 7. If participants have more questions, we may go for half an hour to hour more. You can start from 8 to 9 p.m. itself on 14th June.
Oh,
But
wow, that
the
fast.
yes, that fast. But the Siddhi current that you will do for 11 to 21 days, that will amplify your healing powers. So healing you
Right.
can start from the next moment itself.
What
Just
is
that with
Siddhikaran?
Siddhi current means you practice that modality, you imbibe it, you make it, you
Right,
integrate it with your personality.
right, right. Super. And true enough, no matter how, yes, HFH is very fast. And as you've said, workshop will finish, you can start within the hour. That's how fast and super fast this is. But practice
Yes.
always is good. It's always good. Never take your work for granted and keep practicing because it's only going to amplify you and your energies, right?
Yes. Practice is going to amplify you as a healer, your ability as a healer. It is going to strengthen your aura. It is going to do chemical processing of your body. It is going to make your bones stronger. It is going to change your muscular shape as well if you practice it for 3 to 6 months. I have seen very fat people getting slightly muscular with the practice of this modality as well.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah. So
interesting.
when yes, so I had when I was a 17-year-old, I had very first Reiki client. I did her Reiki healing for 1 year at a very nominal cost. And after learning a simple technique of this modality at the age of 20, she again came back to me and I did her Reiki healing just for 3, 4 months. She was overweight. What change I found is that not only her weight reduced, but she became, like a very, I would say, balanced in her overall structure. And she had issues of like pain in joints and all those went. And
Sorry, excuse me.
even till date, that has not been repeated.
Fantastic. There is actually a question about that this kind of answers, but I'm going to bring it up in a quick bit. Amrish has
Yes.
written in, Sushant, that the ability to learn faster is like a superpower. Yes, it is. Oh, and
Yes.
Payal, thank you. Sushant, Payal Ashok Mukherjee, who's also a speaker in a few days from now, she's
Thank
written
you.
after listening to you that that's awesome. Will do automatic writing while you do the group healing and will update.
Yes. Sure, Payal.
Superb. Is it possible, Sushant, to actually witness something like this right now? To have a healer see, or even a non one, see something? Is it possible since it's so fast in a few seconds? Is it possible to? I know you're doing a group healing later, but
So if you have anyone right now, like, yes, if you are hinting at taking someone on the call, yes, please, we can
so
have someone on call.
who would you like to take on? Would you like to just take on somebody who's never not learned anything? Would you like to take on a practicing
Anyone.
healer? Or
Anyone will do. Anyone will do, or we can have uh, one case for each. Like someone who has not learned anything, we can have someone who has learned few modalities, and we can see whatever they are coming up with. Okay, okay, I want healing for this thing, and I'll work on it, and we'll see what shows up.
oh, superb! And we'll wait for a few people to respond in. Please clearly mention that you've not learned anything or have learned but are not a practicing healer. And if you're a practicing healer, just say I am a practicing healer, and that just leave it at that. No worries. And in the meantime, Dr. Rab has written in, so it's like a vitamin dose amplifier. Surabhi's asked again, my other question is, does it open all sorts of blockages like black magic, past life karma, etc.?
Black magic, you will see. It works. It does works on black magic. It works on any kind of negativity. It removes it. Past life karmas. See, this is something I believe. Karma is something you have to go through. I don't promise that this or any modality works on your karma. Only your changes that you do in your life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that is what going to work on your karma. Yes, this modality will bring you to such a state that being in now will be very easy and comfortable for you. It will be your second nature. It will remove a lot of unwanted things from your aura, from your chakras, from your physical. ethereal, astral, and mental bodies. So yes, in that way, it can help in reducing your karma.
Nice. Thank you. Vinita is asking, is the healing permanent or will have to do many sessions? And Priyanka has asked kind of the same thing. Will the pain go permanently or temporarily after the healing is done?
See, healing in that moment for whichever issue you do healing, that happens. Now, as we all know, healing is always, it's a peeling process. You remove the outer layer, something else comes up. You remove that, something else comes up. So any healing, let it be any healing modality in the world, it would work like this. In that moment, what you need the most, you will get. What needs to be healed will be healed. And maybe same issue may come up again, but it may not have the same intensity. Second, it will be resolved much quickly than it got in the first session itself. So I'm not promising that the same, I won't say same issue, but I would say same issue may occur, but due to different reason. For example, if first time your headache was due to depression or stress, you have worked with highest frequency healing, you are free of depression and stress. Next time if you get a headache, not necessarily that would be the reason. The reason could be something else. It could be acidity, it could be because you didn't sleep for 2-3 days. Can happen.
Fantastic. Okay. And everyone's responding so quickly with putting things in, and there are questions still coming in. Sushant,
Yes,
would you
please.
like to take on a few more questions?
Yes, please.
First,
Yes.
and then
yes,
take on a few people?
Yes, Neelu, please.
Okay, so there's this one question that's come in from Jyoti again, I think. Yes, Jyoti. Are there any do's and don'ts for the Siddhikaran?
Yes. So during Siddhikaran, you need to refrain from eating non-veg. You need to refrain from drinking. This is a must.
Okay.
And if you are ensuring that you eat before sunset and after sunrise, you would see much better results. Because see, the reason, yeah, Neelu, can I just...
Yes, please go ahead.
So the reason behind this is, see, whatever the energy that we have in our body, it is spent. Either the very first thing that our energy is spent on is digesting the food and making it usable for the entire body. Then some energy is spent on the mental faculties, some energy is spent on emotional faculties, some energy is spent in our day-to-day activities. Once you keep your food intake simple, once you stop eating after sunset and eat only after sunrise, the lot of energy which is being wasted increasingly on the things which are unnecessary to spend energy on, there you are saved. And whatever the energy that you are creating with the practice of highest frequency healing, that will be channeled for the much better purpose. It will be more streamlined.
Right. And of course, further details on the Siddhikaran are part of your teaching process.
Yes. However, the things that I have said, these are not, I won't say these are mandatory, but anyone who doing them will get best result. Anyone not doing them, there can be change of result between two people, one who is following this and one who is not following this.
Awesome. Okay, so one more question and we'll take on some people. Angie's asked, in most healings, the healer needs to protect himself or herself before and after the healings with the clients to, protect them from psychic attacks.
Correct.
Is it the same with HFH? Like, do we need to light incense? Is it the same with HFH? And what do we need to do to protect?
Yes. So for HFH, you do not need anything external. You do not need any equipment. You do not need any incense, crystal, nothing. You don't need anything. You will get attunement of a sacred geometry symbol and the technique of highest frequency healing itself. When they both used, you are by default protected during the healing and even after the healing itself. You are protected, your client is also protected.
Superb. Nikita is asking, I have learned pranic healing level 1 only, but not practicing it. Can it can this heal to get over past relationships and welcome a new partner in life?
Yes, very much, Vinita. This can, even highest frequency healing independently can help in healing these things.
Fantastic, fantastic. And we do have somebody here with us who's actually learned this process with you, but we'll get them on in a short while. Let people
Uh-huh.
experience this. Amrish, Shilpa, do we have Alka Jain here with us? Can we get her on? Alka is not a practicing healer, Sushant, and I
Mhm.
believe she's got some kind of infection right now.
Infection. Okay.
I'm just waiting to hear back from
Mhm.
from the
But
team.
unmuted.
Oh, okay. Hi, Alka.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi,
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 Alka.
welcome in.
Hi, how are you?
All good,
Hello.
thank you. All good,
All good,
thank you.
Alka.
Alka, Sushant,
Yeah.
Sushant, Alka. All yours, Sushant.
Yes, Alka.
Yeah, hi. I have this infection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been there, fungal infection, so it's not clearing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Now
on the
I see the
frequency,
pattern.
yeah.
It
Sorry.
keeps repeating.
Mm-hmm.
I see the pattern now. It
Mm-hmm.
keeps repeating after every 6 months or 1 year, like that.
Okay. So right now in this moment, on the frequency of 1 to 10, how much is it affecting you? How much is it troubling you?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a few minutes and then share how much it went to. Yeah.
Sure, sure. What do I do in the meantime?
You just be there, be in the receiving mode. Just be
Oh,
open. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever
okay.
goes, let it go. And
Yeah,
whatever
sure.
stays, let it stay. Yes.
Okay, sure, sure.
And may I know your full name and current location?
I'm in Mumbai, Santa
Okay.
Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your full name?
Alka Jain.
Alka Jain. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
give me 3-4 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Alka, how are you feeling now?
Hello. Yeah,
Yes.
I could feel the vibrations. Yeah,
And by the way,
something,
yeah.
something was there. I don't know. So it's like,
Mhm.
nah, I can't express. Yeah, the
Is
burning
there
is
a you? Yeah.
the burning is slight less.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
on the scale of 1 to 10, you said it was 8. Right now, where it is?
it's like okay, 6 or 7. It's reduced a little.
Okay. Did you had this since more than 10 years?
No, no, no. I think 2 or 3 years, but it's not the whole time. I just saw a pattern in it, it's repeating every year. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I've done my work. Within max to max 15 minutes, you'll be able to see much better result. Right now, is there further change?
Not as of now.
Okay. Not an issue. Just be there, share in 15 minutes. Yeah?
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for choosing me, dear.
This is all, it's very random. So you can thank the universe.
Yeah, I was just praying to the universe for my name. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Ah, thank you.
thank you. You know, Sushant, I was watching you doing going through the process,
Mhm.
and whatever Alka's experiences is her experience, and all of us will be able to see you actually. I actually felt uh, quite peaceful just just looking at you doing your work. You know,
Yeah.
so when you're doing it like this, and it was specifically for Alka, I don't know if it works this way or not, but I felt quite peaceful. I was like, I was very happy. You know me, I'm a chatterbox, and sitting still is very tough for me. And I was very happy to just stay still and just be in that space. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your feedback.
So yes, and there is somebody else who is a practicing, who's a practitioner, who's learned a healing modality. Do we have Richard here?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Richard.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hi,
in.
Richard.
Yep. Hi.
Over to you,
I
Sushant.
okay. I practice access, and
Okay.
I asked the question earlier. Do you also heal financial issues, or is it only physical? I have been jobless for about 10 months and looking for
Uh-huh.
some sort of assignment, activity, full-time job, whatever to get started.
Okay. Yes. So highest frequency healing does work on all kind of issues. Let it be mental, emotional, financial or spiritual as well. How it works is, see, basically anything is an energy, whether even your financial issue is nothing but a stuck energy, correct? It will work on clearing up that energy. Now, the more you practice, the better results and the quicker results is what you can expect.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not saying me doing one session here may give you a job. No. Or even I'm doing 5 sessions may give you a job in the next minute. No.
Fine. You can move to the next question, whoever is online.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Sushant, questions are pouring in, and there are people who've learned this modality with you who also are waiting to come on to share their experience with them. So I'm just quickly going to take a few more questions. It says, Nikki's asked, sorry, Jashi said, I'm a chronic healer. I've completed 3 levels. I have 2 questions. Can high BP and diabetes and nerve regeneration be totally healed? And I have hyperacidity for last 30 plus years, regular treatment with the gastroenterologist. But will this get cured completely?
You will see the change is what I can say. Just like a medical practitioner also does not claim. So I don't want to make a false claim. What I can share is my experience. Yes. So I have worked on it. It has got cured for few of my clients. I can say I have worked, it got cured. I have seen one person working with it and it got cured as well. But yes, results, you practice it, yeah, of course, you will see the change. If right now it is on the frequency of 1 to 10 is 8, 9 is what you are suffering. I would say within 21 days of practice of the highest frequency healing, your issue will reduce to 2 to 3 or even 1. And how much it could be cured? Not only healing modality is responsible for that. Along with the healing modality, there are lifestyle changes that a person needs to make. So when these 2 things go side by side, hand in hand, yes, you can see them curing completely. You can see diabetes getting controlled. I'm not saying cured completely, but yeah, it will be in control. It will stay in control.
That's fantastic. And it's interesting that this has been brought up, and you've also mentioned that it's not just this, there are certain other changes that you also need to make in life. And I'd like to reiterate here for everybody, whether you're new to healing, you're taking a healing session with somebody, or you're already a practicing healer and you've got a client base, all of us go through something or the other, right, Sushant? And we've all got concerns and issues and projects that are either acute or chronic. And while we really, we want, all of us want that magic wand that's just gonna like flip it over right now. Every practice, every practicing set, every modality comes with its own beautifulness, and you use that to aid yourself as a tool to work with your issue. Honestly, correct me here if I'm wrong, Sushant. Nobody should have
Yes,
the
absolutely.
expectation that my 30-year-old chronic problem. Sorry, I just took that number because it was right there. I'm not specifying this to the lady who just asked the question. I'll quickly change the number. 10 years, 15 years, 25, 30, 40, 50 years, you've had a chronic problem. It's not going to go away overnight. Yes, it will ease out and you learn to be able to manage it, balance it, and bring yourself into a state of health and wealth and peace. Am I right, Sushant, in saying this?
Absolutely, Neelu. And apart from that, what is the another beauty of highest frequency healing? Maybe it could not have been mentioned on my the highest frequency healing page, or maybe not even the description or what this modality offers. But this will also result in increasing your intuition and insights. Intuition is something which shows you the way. Insight is something which tells you, do this, that is the solution for your problem. You will get the insights on what you need to do to resolve your own problem. You are self-dependent. So you get this insight, you just go with them. This is the beauty of this modality. So, as you said, yes, we all need magical solutions. I'm not different to that. Yeah. Even I am also searching for a magical wand that if I do it and issues of so many years get resolved. Somehow after learning 33, 37, 60, 70 modalities, practicing 33, I'm not at the position to say that, okay, with 100% surety that this will be resolved. What I can say, yes, wherever you are right now, you will see noticeable, significant changes with the practice of this modality. Yes, this is what I can say. So we all need a magical wand, but the only issue with us is we are not willing to believe in the magic itself.
Right.
How many of us? So this magic is what this modality is all about. It's full of intuition. You go with that, you go with your insights. That's what the magic of this modality is. The more you go with it, the more deeper you go with it, the better results you will be. You will be shocked with the results that you can get from this modality.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that, Sushant. And I have absolutely no doubt about the swiftness of your work. I personally witnessed it. I've taken healing sessions with you. And I'd like to share with everybody that I also take healing sessions with people. And there is a sense of easing off of something. And it also opens up to me each time the possibility, and this happened with Sushant. I had taken his Humkara with healing sessions with the Money Tele Summit. It is also now, today, I'm in a space where I'm ready to do a few more things for myself that I was resisting all this time. And all these practices, meeting up with everybody or taking a session, it's aided my journey in coming till here. And that's what I'd like to share with you. My time with Sushant, those days of everyday healing, it took me to a different space. It helped me come out of so much. And today I'm ready to start learning something. So you've got to see what comes your way, really. And this is my personal belief that I'm sharing with you, and I'm adding that on to the fact that a lot of this also began after my time with you, Sushant.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
so
very much, Nilu.
thank you very much for that. And in fact, uh, let me, Sushant, there's this thing that we all know, but very few of us actually do. 21 days it takes to change a habit. 21 days. So 21 days of practice, 21 days of doing one thing, and then it becomes second nature. That's just human nature, right? So practice, practice, practice. Learn, and do it. Take yourself seriously enough to commit. Correct?
Yes, very much, Nilu. You put it across very well. Thank you.
Thank you. And so sorry, I digressed a little. I was just so happy to share about my experience with Sushant. Sushant, Dr. Pooja Sharma has asked, this fungal infection which has been there in the toe for over a decade and causing no physical discomfort, can that also be healed?
Yes, it can be. Basically, if it is not causing any discomfort, then what you will get, Puja, is you will get. So with this healing, I am saying, see, once you go at certain let me tell you what is highest frequency healing. Once we start it, one of the questions that we ask is, okay, show me what I need to know. Show me something that I don't know. When you come from that space, the possibility of things opening up is limitless. But when you say that, no, I want to heal this issue only, you are restricted to that. So always remember, when having something, it may be indirectly contributing to your life as well. Yes, very much it can be healed. Once you are focused and you are working on it, it can be healed. But once you are in the space of allowance, you will be shocked to see what new things can open up just with that one issue, just going into the deep of that one issue. That is what also highest frequency healing can give you.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So there's a, okay, this is interesting. KK is asking, sorry, KK, this is, it's such a lovely question. That laugh just came out. Sushant, KK is asking, Can someone be immune to energy healing? It's so sweet, the question, really. It's so sweetly asked. Sushant, can someone be immune to energy healing?
Yes, someone can be.
Really? They can
So
be
it
immune to
depends.
energy healing?
Yes, they can be immune to energy healing, and that is why, with all the people who are opting in for highest frequency healing, someone who is immune, someone who is not immune, all of you, you will get a psyche balance from me, which will make you practice and operate at your optimum best with whichever modalities that you are practicing already. So psyche is something you, if any one of you would have attended the last Tele Summit in which I had a call on psyche. In a one line, it clears all the conscious as well as unconscious blocks for any one particular area of your life.
Including the fact that you're not receiving energy healing.
Yes.
Superb. Superb. All right. And Dr. Pooja Sharma has written back saying, thank you for giving a beautiful insight about looking at what I need to know. Gratitude to you. And thank you very much. Sushant, are we ready
Thank
to
you. Thank you very
take
much.
someone else on right now?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Again, this is just going to be extremely random. Do we have Nikki online? Nikki is what I can see. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what the full name is. And while we're checking on that, Nikita Dhanani, do we have her on?
We've unmuted her. We're waiting for her to unmute herself.
Okay.
Nikita, can you unmute yourself at your end, please?
Yeah, I'm unmuted now.
Hi,
Hello?
Nikita.
Hello,
Hi.
Nikita.
Hi.
Yeah.
I have been facing hair loss for quite a long time now. That started when I had a simple cyst from 2011.
Okay.
Although the cyst was resolved in a year without any kind of uh, surgery or anything, it got resolved in a year. But the hair loss which began that time has been going on till now. And beyond that, I also have a hypothyroid since the last 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years. So these are the two major issues that I'm facing.
Yes. So would you like me to work on it right now?
Yes, please.
Sure. Well, hair loss is generally, our hairs are nothing but the memory, let me tell you. And not necessarily all hair loss are bad. Okay? So if there is a hair loss, you need to ponder over which memories are the one which you have kept stored, which your unconscious is getting rid of.
Okay.
But right now I'll work on it and just give me 3-4 minutes. Yeah?
Okay.
Be in the receiving mode. Keep your
Yes.
hands or legs uncrossed. Yeah? Sit normally, sit relaxed.
Okay.
May I know your full name and current location?
My full name is Nikita Dhanani, and
Okay.
my location is Bombay.
Okay. Yes, Nikita.
Yes.
So whichever is the your next instance, maybe for a hair loss, I would say someone when we go for a bath and we wash hairs, that time we come to know specifically that how much of the hair loss is happening. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So you would see change, I say, within 72 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I
And
mean, I know
I
in
could,
my
yes, I could sense here. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I could sense here that this hair loss is connected with something happened when you are 9 year younger.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, I mean, I know in my case it wasn't pain to feel any kind of instant change, but
Mhm.
while you were doing it for those few minutes,
Mhm.
uh, on my palms and on even my joints, like my knee and my elbow, I could feel some sort of very mild sensation. I wouldn't call it tingling, but a mild sensation or some kind of a little extra awareness on these areas, the joints and the palms.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Any other question you have? Would you like to
No,
share
no,
something?
no. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nikita.
Thank you. Thank you. Sushant,
Mhm.
would you take me on?
Yes, sure.
Because I've been watching you do this, and while you know, when you told Nikki to keep her feet uncrossed, I also promptly uncrossed my feet, even though you know, I just like automatically just okay, immediately uncrossed it. So I was watching you do, you know, I was seeing you, and I'm feeling a slight heaviness in my head.
Mhm.
So can we do something about that?
Yes, sure. Give me a couple of
Thank you.
minutes. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Uh, I think right now you are based at Kolkata, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know my full name. Thank you.
Yes, I know it. Yes, Nilu. How are you now?
Hey, hi. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. Uh, I had one hand on one leg and one hand on my table. My left hand just dropped down on its own, and
Oh,
it just like went into relaxed mode on its own, and I definitely felt orange and yellow, kind of like a streak flashing through my forehead, and I felt
mhm.
a distinct movement of the heaviness from the sides up to the center, and like a little bit of heat, and it's definitely settled.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Nice. I'm okay. I just need 5 seconds to come to like come come out of that. Oh, and Dr. Pooja Sharma, thank you for asking that. It's actually exactly why I kind of asked him to work with my head. She's
Mhm.
asked what to do if, as a silent listener, it starts affecting you and causes some pain. Can we say something to ourselves to ease the pain?
As a silent listener, it starts affecting you. Means you are very empathetic, correct? That's what you need to say, Pooja. Yes. So in the technique of highest frequency healing, once you invoke it and you let it be with you, you will see that whether you are doing healing, whether you are doing counseling, whether you are doing tarot reading, whether you are doing astrology consultation, or whether you are working with hypnotherapy, you will see that whatever comes up, it won't affect you. Or else, anyone out here who would be a tarot reader or a counselor, people share a lot of things, and it does affects you. And when you have back to back 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions, you feel literally drained, like you don't need to do anything for a few days. So this won't happen after practicing the highest frequency healing. Somebody suffering through something and you want yourself to disassociate with that. Like you don't want to take up their pain. Maybe you want to contribute as a healer to their pain. That is what you can do. Yes. This can be achieved with highest frequency healing. So if you want to,
Sushant,
yeah.
sorry, please.
Yes.
I was just going to say, why don't we get Dr. Pooja Sharma on, because she's felt some kind of pain in her leg right now. So
Mhm.
should we just get her on?
Yes, please.
Amrish, can we have Dr. Pooja Sharma on? I think she's written in saying that she felt sudden pain in her left leg. Yes, that is what she wrote in. Pooja, do we have you on?
We've unmuted her, Needu.
Okay.
She has to unmute.
Right. Pooja, you need to unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you, Needu.
Hey, hi, there you are. I like how your DP is sipping a cup of tea or coffee, and I hope you're enjoying the brew as well.
Yeah, actually, I was done with the session and I joined in when I think Sushant, I have some cosmic relation with you, because last summit also I somehow happened to be attending your part throughout, and today I also joined in when you were addressing the issues. So thank you for taking me and allowing me to speak. I suddenly had a very severe pain, and when you started healing for Neelu, it subsided a little, but it was so piercing. I don't know. It suddenly started when you're talking about releasing the memory by hair loss. That how we want to release certain memories, and probably hair loss can be a good thing. So after hearing that, it immediately started as a shooting pain in my left leg, and it's considerably less, but it's still there.
Okay, sure. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much it is right now?
It is 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not considerably less.
No, it was like as if it's about to burst. It was about to go beyond 10, but now it's like controllable.
Okay, just allow me 2 seconds. Couple of minutes. You are from Mumbai?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. Dr. Pooja Sharma, Delhi, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me 2 minutes. Yes, Pooja. How are you feeling now?
Does that make you connect with your past lives?
The healing?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, because maybe then it's either my own association because I
Yeah,
do past
yeah,
life.
yeah.
So I got
Yes,
images of maybe 2 lives. So probably I need to heal them, but the pain is considerably low. I got
thank you.
images
So
like
the
that. Yeah.
yes, so the insights you will get, as you
Right.
said, you are someone who is doing PLR. So this is your unique, correct? By using HFH, these insights will be much faster and much structured on what
Okay.
to do, how to do, where to do, and when to do.
Yeah, it
Quick, quick, quick,
very
quick, quick.
quickly connected the dots, like how the sequential work or sequential understanding would ease it off, and it just as if something was inside dug in, was pulled out. So the
Correct.
pain also went out immediately like that. So yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah.
Super. Thank you, Dr. Pooja Sharma. Thank you for coming on. That was very interesting, Sushant. And what I immediately saw was that Dr. Pooja's pain was already really bad. While you were doing this for me, she felt it come down to 8. So by the time she came to you right now, it was at 8. And post this, it's down considerably. And she got insights into something else that she needs to look into to work on that would further contribute likely to the easing of that pain, right?
Correct. So that's what
Super.
we call it as root cause. You also get clarity about what could be the root cause of the problem. Now, in any modality, when we go, it's generally a very long journey to come to the root cause. If you say, for example, if you go through back flower remedy, then you start giving remedies from the immediately visible issue, and then it starts as a peeling effect till the time you reach to the particular root cause which was responsible for all those other things. Here, what happens it within 1 or 2 sessions, you get that clarity. Your job is to trust your instincts and go ahead with whatever shows up. Go ahead with healing whatever shows up, and you will see miracles happening with that clarity that you get.
Superb. Superb. Sushant, right from the beginning itself, there is somebody who's learned HFH from you, who's been wanting to come on and share her experience. And we're going to get her on, Vani Jessing. If we have her, can we have her unmuted, please? And we're going
Yes,
to wait.
sure.
We'll hear from her, and we're going to definitely want to know what is it that is a part of this course of your teachings. Vani, do we have you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi,
Hi,
Vani.
Hi,
hi,
Vani.
Nishan. Hi. I got very excited when you did the healing for, I think Alka Jain, right? So
Uh-huh.
she didn't do anything at that moment. And that's because I've been doing this, what you've taught me for my son. Like I do it twice, thrice a day. He has severe backache and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
he's told me this is his response. He's told me that uh, the pain reduces within 10-15 minutes, not immediately. It works like a croissant. You
Yes.
do the healing and it comes down by 90%, but it takes about 10 minutes. And with something like a skin issue or fungal infection, it won't go in one sitting. It will take a few. So, but
Yes, it will.
it's very, very effective and it's helped me a lot in my life. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you. Thank you. That is absolutely delightful to hear, and so glad you brought it up. That when there is a concern, something that works as quickly as this, as HFH, it helps, and it will. And you need to keep doing it as well to get down to the root cause, right, Sushant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Superb. And you're doing this. You're doing this for self and family, Vani.
Yeah, I'm also doing it for my clients. I'm a numerologist and a healer. So I combine it with all my sessions. And I had a client who had lost her mother during COVID, so she couldn't meet her. So I did the Humkara with high frequency. Humkara also I've done with Sushant. So when I did she hadn't been sleeping since a week because she had lost her mother and she couldn't pay her, her respects, and she was very, very troubled. And
Right.
in the first session itself, she messaged me saying that that was the first night she had slept in that entire week.
Wow.
Wow. Beautiful.
Wow. That is, yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
you have a lovely DP, Vani. Let your greatness bloom. So we're going to wish for you, for your greatness to bloom, for
Thank
Sushant's
you.
greatness to bloom, for everyone's greatness to bloom. So thank you for that. You've just
Thank you
given
so
us
much.
all a lovely
Thank
wish.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vani.
Sushant, we have more who want to come on. And before we do that, can you just
Mhm.
tell us, please, quickly, what, like a brief outline of what this entire learning process is with you?
Yeah, so brief outline is we start with the basics because, as I said, there could be people who know certain modalities, there could be people who don't know any modality at all. So in few minutes or say in first half an hour, I'll be covering the basics of chakras and all, and then there will be a attunement of a sacred geometry symbol, and then we will start. Then during the workshop, I'll start with the entire process itself. So in the within first 1 to 2 hours, you learn the process, how to do it, how to invoke it, how to work with it. And then for the rest of the time, we just do the practice during the workshop itself. So it's so simple technique. To learn it, it takes minutes, but sometimes some people need more explanation, or some people may have certain questions. Some people may want to know a logic behind certain things. So that's why it could take some time. And then the entire workshop would go with the practice, like working on pains, working on any kind of emotional issues, mental issues, physical issues, working on space clearing, working on remote scanning. You can see remotely energetically scan a person, object, or a house and check what could be the issue there.
Nice. So this is like just one day and you're set.
Yes, one day only. Because as I said,
Fantastic.
it was when initially, some 3-4 years back, when I had this entire modality final and ready. Okay, these are the steps, these are the things to do. It was so much, it was a 3 full day course. Then in last 3-4 years,
Right.
I have worked on removing what was not necessary. Like there were certain mantras which could be done only from men. There were certain things which could have been done only through women. So I removed this. I have made it so simple. So made it, it can be universally practiced by any person, any religion, any country, any nation, anyone. It does not interfere with any other modality. Nothing.
Superb. Fantastic. And we have somebody who's learned from you as well, from you, not as well. You're the only one teaching this right now. This is unique to you. Sumati, do we have Sumati Chaturvedi here? Can we unmute her, please?
Hello.
Hi, Sumati.
Hello.
Hi, Sushant, Neelu, Amrish, and everybody on the Mystic Lotus group.
Thank you. Welcome, Sumati ji. Yes.
Thank you, Sushantji. First of all, let me thank, this wonderful platform where we are all learning so many different healing modalities. I, for one, have picked up almost 9 to 10 modalities in the last year or so, 1.5 years, and 4 to 5 from Sushant. So
Wow.
something I can vouch for is his profound knowledge and meticulous notes. Nowhere you get such colorful, glossy, and it's a pleasure to go through his notes itself. And
Thank you.
coming to highest frequency healing, I can say it's helped me immensely in getting excellent results much faster. And that, in other words, just builds your credibility as a healer. I could share a few examples. This is on the second day I learned the modality on a WhatsApp group for healers, abundance consciousness group. There was a message at 10 o'clock in the night that a 17-year-old boy is missing. Somebody's helper's son. He is angry, suicidal, had a fight with his mother, And the savior mode that I usually would operate from, I reached out to somebody unknown on a personal messenger, and I said, please give me the details and let me. And I just, because it was late in the night, and this modality you can do in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So I just did a small session, and I messaged back saying that the child is safe and he would reach today itself. I don't think even tomorrow. And this was like 10 o'clock in the night. And before 12, I receive a message that the boy reached his grandmother's house. So I was like, wow, I really don't have to take on my, I practice Lama Fera and many other healing modalities, which do take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, your robe, your all the paraphernalia that is required. And I could just help people. So that's one. I can go on and on. Group healings are helping me so much these days because of the lockdown and so many planets in retrograde. There are people who message because there are fights happening. Everybody is getting onto each other's nerves. And doing the family healing for all 5 of them as just one entity. And it's so much faster, easier, even multiple Vastu space clearing. So there could be a house in Singapore, in Dubai, in Delhi, in Bombay. And if I don't have time, and I can just do that. I know they'll be okay. And when I have more time, I can probably spend on individual healings. So these are a few takeaways that I've had. It's reduced my time. And something interesting which happened 3-4 days back, a client messaged her husband to send healing for her husband. The husband had traveled to India as he lost his mother. And on the way back from Rishikesh, while they were coming back after immersing the ashes, he developed high fever. So the wife was worried, naturally worried. His reports were awaited for the COVID test. And it just gives you so much of confidence. I said, no, let me first do a session and then I'll get back to you. I was confident that he doesn't have COVID. However, as all his chakras were blocked, his aura was like, squeezed, dark, and there wasn't any lightness, brightness around. And I could sense there were entities probably he picked up. And while doing the space clearing, when you ask the modality, show me what I need to see. And I said, he is fine, but the environment that he is in, the space needs to be cleared and there's something more that I can see. Don't worry, he's fine. And the next day she sent me her brother-in-law's photos, and all the men who had gone had all chakras blocked. The space definitely needed clearing, which I could get an insight into. And so it's just by asking what I need to see, I got a lot of insights. I could sense there are some issues regarding property, and the client is flabbergasted. She's so happy. She says, how do you know? And she hasn't shared all these things with me. So yeah, I would say it definitely amplifies the power of symbols. I am using Humkara with Halim. I am using Lama Fera techniques. And whatever I'm guided to, I use that. But it's giving me good results in less time.
Fantastic.
And even entity clearing, which, otherwise, even Lama Fera, we had to wait for the full moon. We use the power of the full moon to do entity clearing, and which is very, somewhere I felt restrained, because the person is suffering and you would still say we need to wait. We'll do normal healings till the time a full moon comes. And with this, any time of the day or night, I know I am also protected while I'm doing these sessions. So yeah, that's all from me.
Oh, hey, hi, we can see you.
Hi, yeah.
Hi.
I thought, let me show my face to Sushant.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So glad you showed us your face. You have such a delightful smiling face. Why have you kept it hidden through this entire bit?
So I just, So I am happy, and every modality that I'm practicing, its powers are amplified. It gives you a lot of confidence as a client to even deal with entities and cases like that, because yeah, when one's aura is weak, open, I mean, you've just lost your mother, coming back, and I believe these days with almost 6 lakh plus deaths happening, not proper burials, there are a lot of such energies floating around. And if one is, it's just helping me. Some work which I would take much more time, an hour plus to do, I know I can do it in 15 minutes also. That's
Right.
it.
Superb. Superb. That was
Thank you so much.
lovely. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming on
thank
and
you.
sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you
All
very much,
right, bye.
Suniti ji.
Bye, Sushant ji. Thank you. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
So this was Nilu, one of the unique insights, this you get from this modality. Like in Reiki or Lama Fera or Hunkara, while these modalities work beautifully, but person comes to you, they tell you, I have certain issues. What you will do? You will work on the person. But this modality may give you guidance. No, person could be fine. Some issue could be with the space. Let me work on that. How about having that clarity?
Right.
If you need the
Right.
clarity, just say, yes, I need clarity. I want clarity.
Thank you. Yes, I want clarity. I'm saying that for everyone. And I know people are putting their yeses in for that as well. And Sushant, we have Sanjay as well. Sanjay Shetty as
Oh,
well.
yes.
Before we get Sanjay on, though, we've just seen some beautiful results. We've just heard so wonderfully from Vani and from Sumati. Before we get Sanjay on, please tell us what is on offer for us, because I know everybody's waiting to know and to understand, okay, this is what I need to do right now to take on ACH, sorry.
Yeah, so the highest frequency healing generally the course price is 21,999, and there are other bonuses like anyone joining through Mystic Lotus gets a 12, like every full moon day I send a healing to people. You will be added to the group. You will receive, you can, if you wish to, you can receive the full moon healings from me, which is combination of multiple modalities. I spend around 1.5 to 2 hours on sending that one healing itself on every full moon day. So you get added to that group as an addition. Plus you get support for 1 year. Like every month, we all will be having a call of 1 to 2 hours on highest frequency healing, where apart from working on each other, we will also cover any cases that you are currently dealing with. So you have hand-holding for 1 year. Your doubts will be resolved. Apart from that, the pre-launch offer was for 9999. Right now, anyone who registered through this call, first 10 people are getting it for the same price, the pre-launch offer, that is 9999. In addition to that, you get a Psyche balance for you to resolving any kind of conscious or unconscious blocks that you may have, not only for highest frequency healing, but for any other healing modality. So just like few people have said that, what if I have tried many healings, but nothing worked for me? Then what if? So I said, yes, I can remove those blocks. I can make you receptive to any kind of healing modality, including highest frequency healing itself. So that's as a bonus you get. If you register right now, you are among the first 10 people registering along with the pre-launch offer. And for the next 24 hours, we have it for 12,999.
Superb.
Yes. So
Superb.
anyone who wants to amplify their healing skills, anyone who wants to see beautiful results with their existing modality, anyone who wants more clarity, more intuition, more insights, like not only getting clarity on whether the space or person, but apart from that, knowing the shape, color, size, and texture of the energy as well. We can go up to that extent as well.
Wonderful.
You need that clarity.
Wonderful.
Yes, say yes, and yes, you are most welcome to register for my course.
Fantastic. And this is so amazing. You've just opened up the offer for the first 10 signups as well right now. So just repeating for everyone the highest frequency healing course, including bonuses worth 84,000 rupees or USD 1279, is the regular price is a lakh 5,999 or USD 1613. Your special offer on the Mystic Lotus Tele Summit Academy Healers Training Tele Summit. Let me rephrase that immediately. Is 18,999 rupees only, or USD 290, which is a whopping savings of 82% for 24 hours. This just keeps getting better. For 24 hours, this entire set worth 1,05,999, because it includes bonuses of 84,000 rupees. This is available for you at only INR 12,999 or USD 198 with a super savings of 88%. And there was a pre-launch offer with Sushant. Thank you for your generosity. Has just opened up for the first 10 buyers as well. Right now, like immediately now, you are going to get this for only 999 rupees or USD 153, which is a super whopping savings of 91%. This does not get any better than this. I hope you have your credit cards out, or you're clicking on your PayPal link, or you're just figuring it out right now. Take action now. The cake's been baked, the icing's been set. Use your credit card, slice into that cake, and eat into it.
Very beautiful way of putting it across, Nilu. Super awesome.
Thank you. I love food. So I
Yeah.
love food, and I love superhero comic books. So I will happily reference them everywhere. And in fact, Amrish did reference it in the beginning with, having this will give you superpowers. So yeah, food, superheroes, all done, all taken care of in one call. So
Thank you.
Sushant, while we wait for, hello, yes, Angela, I forgot to mention this, Sushant, just before you actually got on, Angela had paid just this morning because she got she got some time off from work, and she realized she could be here, and then she saw this and she was like, I have to take this, and she took it just before the call had started. So yeah, people have already started signing up even before the call. Please grab your first 10 offer now. Do it right now. So this is so nice. I'm clapping for everyone who's taking this on. I'm clapping for you, Sushant, for this beautiful offer. Thank you. And okay, so Sanjay Shetty is yet to come on. I also know that you're going to do a group healing session. Before we get Sanjay on, Sushant, I just wanted to reconfirm with you. We all need to be here online with that, right? So should we close with it so that everybody can just enjoy that energy flow and just, take a nap, eat some food? Or would you like to do this now and we'll get Sanjay Shetty on later? What would you like to do? Oh, and sorry, Sushant, you remember KK at the beginning had asked, can anybody be immune to energy healings?
Yes.
And he had actually asked that question because he's tried a lot of modalities, but they haven't helped him. He just grabbed your first 10 offer here right now. So thank you so much for extending it for people right now on the call as well. And I can see Karuna's also. Oh, I love this. This is so nice. It makes me so excited when I can tell, you that look at that. People are like signing up like immediately, and they're posting also. They're also so excited.
Oh, thank you.
So, yes.
Everybody loves cake, Nilu. You have put it across as a cake. So people are literally jumping on it.
Superb. So what would you like to do, Sushant? Should we have the session first and get Sanjay in, or get Sanjay in first? I will leave that to however you know that the session is supposed to be.
If you want, we can have Sanjay first, and we can then conclude with the group healing to all, and then we can cover a few questions if people have.
Right. And of course, you're there for people. Any questions by chance not covered till now? Deepest apologies for that. But Sushant will be here with you on WhatsApp today and tomorrow. And it's, oh my goodness, Sushant is just pouring in. Anu, Vishali, Elizabeth, Angela, Kiki, Jyoti. There is like a litany of, like a whole list of names that I'm getting. So happy for all of you. So excited that you've jumped to an amazing offer. Sushant, let's get Sanjay on. Amrish, can we get Sanjay Shetty on, please?
Hi, Sushant.
Hey,
Hi,
Sanjay.
Nilu. Hey.
Hi, Sanjay. Welcome in.
Yes, I've been on 3
Divine
summits up till
Grow.
now.
Yeah.
I've been on 3 of your summits up till now. And I think, when you refer to the first Humkara with Halim summit, where Sushant had presented, I was just blown away when he had done that group session, and I was like intrigued, right? Like I was like, I have to learn what the hell he's doing, and so I kind of pestered him and said, hey, you need to do a session like tomorrow. And he was like, give me a little time, and we actually did it. And I would say I've had absolutely amazing transformations which I've seen, for whether it's the first place which when I do any modality, okay, is I'll tell you a little, is that I test it on myself, right? Is it working for me? Is it working for my family? Because before I go out and try it with a person who I don't know about, or a stranger, I've been practicing healing for quite a few years, is it really working for me? And I was kind of, to put it pleasantly, surprised with what HFH brought, because it kind of took what I did on a scale which was unprecedented. And in the very first week itself, like Sushant said, right? I mean, you can start healing people the very next day. I actually did it that same night with a bunch of with 2 people who just connected with me on the same day, and they required a healing, and it was astonishing, the transformation. And one of them was actually a family, a friend of mine who stays in Dubai, and she called me that night and was quite frantic because her mom and her dad, who pretty aged, staying somewhere else, her daughter staying in Canada, all of them at the same time had multiple issues which cropped up, and all different. Okay, and I was like, what the hell do you do with this, right? So I said, let's try and do a group healing for them using Humkara with Halim, and as well as highest frequency healing to amplify, so that I can reach out to the whole group. And I was, it was amazing breakthroughs, right? So where her parents were staying and her brother was staying, they had a major breakthrough, a house which they were looking to purchase for the longest time. The owner just walked up to them and said that, hey, I'm looking to sell, do you want to buy it? She herself at her house was facing a number of physical issues as well as some internal family issues. And she was like, the person who was giving me trouble, which was a family member, distant family member, just went away, right? They just left, as in, not in a bad way, but just decided, hey, we need to move and be on our own. And that was a huge relief, because she's been trying to do that for almost 2 years, trying to find some resolution, because they live in a joint family. And that was, these are massive changes which happened within a session which lasted hardly 10 minutes. And, so I decided to stretch myself. I said, okay, let's see what more can be done with this, right? And I had this, and these were, this is something which I'm going to recount, was something which happened during the lockdown. And this lady called me up, and she was having severe anxiety with her family members, having a lot of issues amongst themselves, right? All of us in a lockdown, in isolation with our own family members, can be a challenge. And
Right.
and she faced that, and she faced it in a way which left her very helpless. And because it was her parents, she obviously, being the youngest out there, couldn't really broached the topic with them that, hey, we really need to settle down. And so she reached out to me, and I used highest frequency healing. And before I could even, so what you do, one of the things that you can do, and I, I already was able to do this because I've learned star magic, is that I automatically scan the place. And what enhanced with what I learned with highest frequency healing was that I was, I was guided to understand that one of the key challenges which these people are facing as a family is because of a extremely powerful entity which was located just outside the house. Now, typically, you look for, if there is a space and if there is a problem with the space, you look within in that space, right? At least I have never gone to see bahar kuch hai kya, right? And when I asked, there are this technique which is taught in highest frequency healing, and I followed that method, and I was shown, or rather I could see the entity which was causing a series of problems. And the solution to that was ridiculously simple. Okay, and I won't get into the private details of what it was. And I did that, and the lady who I was working on, she called me and she said, after that, when her own parents are moving about the house, or her other family members, they're saying something's changed here. It's just become very nice and pleasant. And they had, obviously, she didn't tell them anything because she was put out, literally, right? Because the youngest member of the family has gone and done energy healing, which, not that they're against it, but, in a scenario where everybody was pretty worked up. And she was astonished with the results, and swift. So it probably took me lesser than the time I'm taking to tell you about it to do the entire session. Okay, and that's how fast it worked. And when he says amplification, right? When he says it can amplify an existing modality. So I was using Humkara with Halim. I also I use a number of modalities, right? I use Star Magic. I use Humkara with Halim. I use Lamafera. I use Reiki. There are a bunch of modalities which I've done myself. So what I've noticed is that it gives you the ability, like a lot of people, though it didn't apply to me after I did Star Magic, but for a lot of people, it's, you wonder, will I be able to know what is the issue? And the technique, the sacred symbols which he teaches, or sacred geometry which he teaches, is so ridiculously simple. I was actually tempted to get my child to learn this in the next session. I actually asked Sushant that, look, she's 10-year-old, but can she learn? And he said, at this age, they're not really necessarily mature enough. But I'm very clear that I want to do it because it just gives you so much ease in having control over what you can do for yourself, as well as the people who matter the most to you, right? And yeah, obviously, I mean, if you're a person like me who's been doing healings for others, it enhances what you're doing incredibly. So, and that's one last thing which I want to add. There has not been a single question, and I ask a lot of questions, okay? Like I'll ask, why this in this way and not in this way? Or if he says an instruction in an X way, I'll say, hey, what about we add this to it, right? And that's one great thing which I think I want to add about Sushant, is that he will participate in that discussion. No question is a stupid question. He will participate in that discussion, help you understand it at a level which I have rarely seen any healing modality teacher teach you, or explain the intricacies of, if this this symbol which you're already using, why is it made even in that way, right? So going down to the exact root of why something is done in a certain way and not in any other way. So I think that aspect of him and his being available for you for any kind of query you have is something which, it's so I would say, in a very simple line, he's someone you can count on to answer any kind of healing question you have. In fact, beyond highest frequency healing, which is the most amazing part. So thank you, Sushant, and thank you, Neelu, for allowing me to share this.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank you very much, Sanjay.
You're welcome. welcome.
That was delightful. It was so glad you did, and you covered so much and showed us a side of Sushant that maybe we would not have gotten to know about had we not heard from you guys directly. So thank you for that. And yes, I completely believe that you ask questions all the time, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, in fact, you ask very interesting questions, if I may add that, because I
Thank
have
you.
noticed from day one your questions coming in. So I think as any good teacher goes, teachers would like to have students who ask questions as well. So
Yeah, and I would say, I would just like to add here that Sanjay has been one, I would say, his asking queries have given light to entire group in whichever modality he has learned, whether it's Omkara with Halim group, whether it's Lama Fera, whether it's highest frequency, whether it's any, whether it's numerology. The questions that he will ask are different. They open up the new doors to you. And his questions have opened up new doors to many people many times. He putting across that question has given me clarity, like, okay, from this is where it comes. So it's never one way, Sanjay, it's always two ways. So
Thank you.
as good as you have said words for me, you are equally responsible for bringing out that best in me as well. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Sanjay, for being here.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
You're welcome.
And Sushant, there are people. It's still going on, and in fact, there are some questions that have come in regarding the course. If I could, and the session actually, if I could just ask you two things very quickly.
Yes, you can ask
There
question.
is.
Yeah.
So Shilpi's asked, does this course
Hmm.
involve any attunement? And the team has responded saying,
Yes.
yes, it does.
Yes, it
And
does.
right. Also, here's the thing, Sushant, all the speakers, all you wonderful expert teacher trainers who are coming on, your packages, your offers are so amazing that people want to buy multiple of them. Sometimes, a workshop date clashes here and there. So suppose somebody who's bought it today,
Hmm.
Shilpi, in fact, has this question. And if
Hmm.
it's clashing, if that date is clashing with another session they have or another learning they have or a prior commitment, would you do another one later for the ones who couldn't attend it this time but have
Yes, I
taken the
will.
offer on? Oh,
Yes, I will.
super.
So basically, one more question I got in the morning is that someone from abroad, like out of India, now for that person, the timing doesn't match. So I said,
Right.
it's fine. I would be doing a 2 days. One day will be for Indian clients, which time will be convenient for them, and one day the time which would be convenient for the foreign clients. Now, in such case where few people are getting missed out on the 14th June session, yes, very much you will be accommodated. We will announce one more day workshop as well, just for you.
Fantastic. That is lovely. Shilpi, I hope that answered your question. And there is one more. Okay, Mridula she's very excited. She's been wanting to learn this for quite some time. And she's actually just taken your offer on as well. She had asked, I think she posted a little bit earlier, and I might have missed it, that exactly what Dr. Pooja Sharma said, that she felt all this like pain coming up in her legs while the sessions were going on. So what could be the possible reason for that? And this session that you do right now, will it contribute to helping with that as well?
Basically, the session which I'll be doing right now would be for the highest and greatest good of each and everyone who is on the call. Because so here, you need to be open to what surprises you can receive. It could be emotional, it could be mental, it could be physical, it could be in terms of gifts. A lot of things will open up for you. So this session would be, you can get benefit in pain, but I'm not specifically focusing on the pains only. I'm focusing on many areas. I'm focusing on pains, I'm focusing on blocks, whether those are emotional, mental, spiritual. I'm focusing on abundance for all of you. I'm intending in this healing session that each and every person on this call becomes a space to hold their best possible self, like to have your best possible self to grow and grow and grow and grow more and more. So, yes.
Lovely. Lovely. Mridula, I
And
hope that answered your question.
yes, and apart from that, I would like to add, Nidu, I have a call at 5 p.m. as well today only. So just like we have a demo call. So yes,
Right.
if anyone thinks their questions have not been answered, I have a call from 5 to 5:36. You can get answer to all your questions.
Oh, lovely. Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice. Thank you. And there's Chai has actually asked a very interesting question, which I'm also curious about, even though earlier I was staying in one place. She's asked, can we be working during the group healing?
Yes.
So you can be moving around and all that. Just don't keep your feet crossed, basically.
Yes. You can be. You can be working. You can do anything.
Super. All right. Fantastic. Sushant, the floor is all yours. Tell us what to do.
Okay. So just keep your feet and legs uncrossed. It would be good if you can have some water, a sip of water. In fact, I will also have some right now. And now just sit relaxed. If you are working, doing something, it's completely fine. If you are sitting or lying down, sit relaxed. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let it go. Take a deep breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let it go. Take a very deep breath and see your body expanding 10 inches. And now exhale while contracting your body 10 inches. Again, take a deep breath. See your body expanding 3 feet. Exhale and contract it by 3 feet. Inhale and cover the half of the room. Exhale and become half size of yourself. Now inhale and come back to normal. Breathe normally, breathe comfortably. And just be in the allowance mode. Say, yes, I receive the highest frequency healing channeled by Sushant Shah on 7th June 2020 for my highest and greatest good. In full faith, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now just keep your eyes open or closed, lie down, sit relaxed, be in the receiving mode. Keep your hands open, keep your hands facing the sky, and give me a few minutes. Now see a luminous white color light coming from the sky and entering from your crown chakra, that is your skull, clearing your skull, forehead, eyes, nose, cheeks, and mouth, neck, chest, back, belly, shoulders, both the hands, wrist, palms, and fingers, your hip area, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and the fingers. Your entire body is full of luminous white light. The light itself has a small whirlpools inside it, which are simultaneously working and clearing all the 108 chakras in your body for all the small as well as big issues. All the pains are being released. Any blocks are cleared. Take a note. You will get a message at this moment. Whichever is the message, it will be for your good. The message will have certain action. Just note it down and do it. You will end up transforming one area of your life. It may be about doing something or refraining from doing something. Either way, go with the flow. See this luminous white light working in your entire body. And now slowly going into the Mother Earth, taking all the grayish color negative energies. Now see your aura expanding. See it 12 inches across your body, 3 feet around your body, 6 feet. See your entire room is filled with your aura, luminous white aura. And now I'm just installing peace and harmony in each and every one of you. I'm just installing the frequency of peace and harmony. Receive it, receive it, receive it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. Now, whenever you feel like, you can open your eyes. If you feel a need, take a sip of water. Having a warm water with lemon would be better. That's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, Sushant. That was so lovely. And I have experienced, full moon meditations with you. And this one was completely different. And when you said, see what comes to you, there's this line that I had read a long time back, which I had completely forgotten about. And it just came back to me right now, which pretty much said, which the line is this, that, and I think it's somebody's quote, I really don't remember, but I remember the line right now, which is basically, do the storms ever stop? No, but neither do the rainbows.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, and yeah, so I had a smile on my face when I remember that line again, because yes, I know I've actioned a few things for myself this year around, this Tele Summit around, and I want to share with you, I want to share with everybody, the storms don't stop, but neither do the rainbows. And you know what? When you have amazing teachers like Sushant and everyone who's come before, you know what your rainbow is? That pot of gold at the end of the rainbow are these amazing tools that you can get to learn from. So think about it. and just go for it. And you've got to go for it, because till you don't try it, you'll never know. So before we close, Sushant, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so thank you very much for all of you having on the call, giving your time, and do ponder over it. I believe every one of us on the Tele Summit want to increase, amplify your healing powers. If you are a fresher, you haven't learned anything, this is the best thing to start with. You can start with the simplest and very ridiculously simplest ways, which can give you miraculous result. If you have been practicing something, you already have heard what benefits you can get. So just come on this journey, come on to this journey with me to see a new, transform, and abundant life at the other corner.
So nicely put, Sushant. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I'll be having a call at 5 p.m. as well. So any one of you who have questions, who have certain doubts, want to clarify a few things, you can join on the call. I'll be there.
Fantastic. And yes, there are people who definitely, and they want to talk to you for sure. So it is so nice that you're doing this call today itself at 5 p.m. People please do join in there. Sushant, 2 hours flown by, where it flew by, just completely lost track of time. Thank you for once again introducing something completely new and different to us. This time around, something that's completely unique only to you, highest frequency healing. And on behalf of Team Mystic Lotus, Nidhu, Amrish, Ruchira, Shilpa, Misbah, Saurabh, Abhishek, myself, Neelu, wishing you, Sushant, wishing all of you amazing, beautiful, lovely audience, a super awesome Sunday ahead, and we'll see you day after tomorrow. And with
Thank you.
Right, thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sushant. You rest well.
Bye-bye,
We have a call
Neelu.
at 5.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Neelu. And thank you, the entire team Mystic Lotus, Amrish, Neelu, Misbah, Shilpa. Apologies if I would have missed anyone, but just thank you to all of you guys. Thank you to each and every one of you on the call for giving your time. Thank you, and I hope to see you at 5.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.